So you want to buy a house. You, the person who still eats glue. You want to make the single biggest financial decision of your entire life. This is either the smartest thing you'll ever do or a mistake so expensive it follows you around for 30 years like a bad smell. And knowing you, let's cover our bases. First, the thing nobody tells the glue eaters. The price on the listing is a lie. Not exactly a lie, but the number you see is nowhere near the number you actually pay. A house has a sticker price, and then it has closing costs, property taxes, insurance, maintenance, and interest, and every single one of those is coming for your sad little wallet. So when you see a $300,000 house and think, I can afford that, no you can't, You can afford the monthly cost of owning it, or you can't, and that number is way bigger than your glue-soaked brain thinks. Let's start with the down payment, since it's the first wall you're going to smack into. A down payment is the chunk of the price you pay up front in cash out of your own pocket. The classic number is 20%. On that $300,000 house, that's $60,000. Do you have 60 grand, Chief? In cash? Of course you don't. You spend it on scratch tickets and energy drinks, brokey. Now, you can put down less. There are loans like an FHA loan that let first-time buyers put down as little as 3.5%. But there's a catch, because there's always a catch for the broke and the dumb, and you are proudly both. If you put down less than 20%, the bank forces you to pay PMI, private mortgage insurance. It's an extra monthly fee that protects the bank, not you, in case your broke ass stops paying. So you pay extra every month for insurance that does absolutely nothing for you, purely because you didn't have the full down payment. It's a tax on being poor, and it's real. And it's exactly why 20% down is the goal. Now the mortgage itself, which is the giant loan you take to buy the thing. Here's the part that shorts out glue-eating brains. You do not pay back what you borrowed. You pay back that plus interest spread over 30 years. On a normal mortgage, you can easily pay almost double the price of the house by the end. That $300,000 house, you might hand the bank $500,000 over 30 years. Congratulations, You bought one house for the price of one house, plus a solid chunk of a second house you will never even live in. And it gets worse, because of course it does. In the early years, almost every dollar of your payment goes to interest, not the actual house. That's called amortization. Grip your crayon. It means for the first several years, you're basically just renting from the bank while barely owning any more of anything. Then there's closing costs, the surprise sucker punch. When you actually buy, you pay another 2 to 5% of the price in fees. Lawyers, the loan, the title, inspections, all of it. On that house, that's another $10,000 to $15,000 in cash on top of the down payment. Bet nobody mentioned that, huh, genius? Bet your glue-eating self thought the down payment was the whole bill. Adorable. So before you even look at a single house, get pre-approved. That's where a lender checks your income, your debt, and your credit score and tells you how much they'll actually lend you. Do this first so you know your real budget instead of falling in love with a kitchen your bank account openly laughs at. And your credit score matters enormously here, A good score gets you a lower interest rate, and on a 30-year loan, even a 1% difference is tens of thousands of dollars. So if your credit is trash, fix that before you buy, not after. Now the rule that stops you from becoming house poor. House poor is when you buy so much house that you technically own it, but you have zero money left for anything else, like food or having a life. The classic guideline is that your total housing cost should be no more than about 28% of your gross monthly income. I know, more math, grab the crayon again. If a house pushes you past that line, it's too much house. No matter how badly you want the big fancy kitchen, you'll only ever use to microwave sad little meals for one. And here's what glue eaters always forget until it's way too late. Owning a house isn't the end of spending, it's the beginning. Property taxes every year, forever. Homeowners insurance every month. And maintenance, which is the big one. The roof leaks, the water heater explodes, the AC dies in July, and there's no landlord to call because you are the landlord now, genius. Surprise! A good rule is to set aside about 1% of the home's value every year just for stuff breaking. On that house, that's $3,000 dollars a year for things you didn't breaking anyway. So no, you cannot pour every dollar you own into the down payment and call it a day. You need a cushion, or the very first busted furnace drop kicks you straight back into debt. And I know 60 grand sounds impossible, brokey, because right now, for you, it genuinely is. Saving a real down payment takes most normal people years, and that is completely normal. What you do not do is raid your retirement account or borrow the down payment itself just to rush it. If you have to take out a loan to make the down payment on another loan, that's the universe screaming in your face that you cannot afford this house yet. There's no trophy for buying young and broke. The trophy goes to whoever doesn't get foreclosed on. Now, when you finally find a house, do not skip the inspection to save a few $100. A home inspector crawls through the entire place and tells you what's secretly broken before you own it. Skip it, and you might buy a gorgeous house sitting on a cracked foundation held together by termites and prayer. And now it's your cracked foundation. The single dumbest move available to you, and therefore the one you're drawn to, is waiving the inspection to win a bidding war. Don't. And speaking of bidding wars, let's talk about your emotions, which are a financial liability. You're going to walk into a house, fall in love, and suddenly want to hurl money at it like it's the last house on earth. It is not. There are millions of houses. The house does not love you back, So do not let a slick realtor and a little FOMO bully you into paying 30 grand over asking for a place with popcorn ceilings and a bathroom straight out of 1974. Decide your maximum number before you walk in. And when the price blows past it, you walk away like an adult, which I understand would be a first. Which brings me to the question your tiny brain should have asked first. Should you even buy at all? Because renting is not throwing money away, no matter what every guy with a slicked back haircut and a real estate course screams at you. Buying only makes sense if you're going to stay put for a while, usually at least 5 years. Because those closing costs and fees take years just to earn back. If you might move in 2 years for a job or because you can't sit still, renting is often the smarter move, not the dumber one. Sometimes the responsible adult decision is to not buy the shiny thing, which I realize is a completely foreign concept to someone who impulse buys gum at the register. So let's put the whole thing in words even a glue eater can hold on to. Save a real down payment, 20% if you can, to dodge PMI. Get pre-approved so you know your actual budget. Fix your credit first for a better rate. Don't buy more house than about 28% of your income. Budget for taxes, insurance, and stuff constantly breaking. Keep a cushion so you're not house poor. And if you're not staying put for years, just rent. It's genuinely fine. Do all that, and a house becomes the single biggest wealth builder most normal people ever get their hands on. Rush it, screw it up, buy way too much with way too little down because a mortgage made you feel like a big boy, and it turns into a 30-year anchor chained to your ankle. Your move, glue eater. Now go check your credit score before you waste a realtor's afternoon touring kitchens you can't afford.